Hello students, in the last class we had discussed about the specific energy and the specific energy curve. Now we discuss another topic related to the specific energy curve, that is finding out the critical depth. So how do we find out the critical depth? As you have seen that there exists a certain point where the specific energy becomes minimum. The point where the specific energy is minimum is denoted by Hc, that is the depth of flow at which the critical energy is achieved is the critical depth point. The depth of flow at point C is called the critical depth. So mathematically speaking, dE by dH is equal to 0 for minimum value of specific energy. So as we all know that we have derived the equation for E, that is the specific energy. The specific energy can be given by E is equal to H plus Q square upon 2G H square. This we have derived in the last class. So substituting the value of E in the equation dE by dH is equal to 0, we find d by dH in bracket we have H plus Q square upon 2G H square is equal to 0. On differentiating it, we find that 1 minus q square by gh cube is equal to 0. I think that there should not be any problem in differentiating the equation. So we can easily see that q square upon gh cube is equal to 1, or we can find out the value of h cube as q square upon g, and subsequently we can find out the value of h, that is the depth of water fluid, as equal to q square by g to the power 1 by 3, right? But we also know that at the critical depth h becomes hc, so we can substitute h as hc. So the equation becomes hc is equal to q square by g to the power 1 by 3. Now we know that we also had the specific energy in the format E is equal to h plus v square by 2g, right? But q is equal to av, or v is equal to q upon a, as we all know. So substituting the value of v as q upon a in the above equation, we found out that E is equal to h plus capital Q square upon 2g a square, right? Now what we do is differentiate on both sides. We find the E becomes dE by dH, and d by dH of h is dH by dH, or 1 plus q square by 2g as a constant, so we have taken it out, and we have differentiated with respect to dA. So we can write the differentiation of 1 upon a square as minus 2 upon a cube, and multiplied by dA by dH, right? So dE by dH is equal to 1 minus capital Q square upon GA cube dA by dH. But as you can see that what is dA? dA is equal to t times dH, whatever the smaller depth that we are taking, you can see in the figure. So we can write as dA by dH is equal to t, where t is the top width, right? So substituting the value of dA by dH as t, the equation can be transformed as dE by dH is equal to 1 minus q square t upon GA cube, right? But as we all know, at the critical depth the specific energy becomes minimum. A is equal to AC and B is equal to T, or TC, right? So we will write A as AC and T as TC. The equation becomes dE by dH is equal to 1 minus q square TC divided by G A cube C, and this all should be equal to 0 for minimum specific energy, right? So substituting the value of dE by dH as 0, we find that q square Tc upon Ga cube C is equal to 1, or we can see q square by G is equal to A cube C by Tc. This is the general form of the critical depth equation. The value of T will vary depending upon the shape of the open channel section. So for different type of open channel section, we'll have different type of equation to find out the critical depth, right? So q square by g is equal to a cube c upon tc is the general equation for finding the critical depth. In the next class, we will discuss how to find out the critical depth of various channel sections. Thank you.